Alright, so if you're needing help on discussion board 3, here's a quick video. You should be able to Google anything that you're having trouble with and just StatCrunch, how to make summary statistics, StatCrunch. That's your first go-to. I will post these things, but I'll try to post them later so that way you have to be a little bit more self-sufficient in Google and try to figure out how to do things on your own. So you're basically going to be asked in this discussion board to look at a categorical and a quantitative variable. So I'm just pulling up the exam scores from last fall because I have what class the students are in, which is categorical, and I have the exam 1 scores, which is quantitative. So the first thing I ask you to do is to do just a frequency table. You'll find that under Stats, Tables, Frequency. And you're just going to only grab your categorical variable. Do not grab more columns than that. So whichever column you decide to look at. So in this case, class, do not choose anything else here. There is no reason to change anything, and press compute. And this will show us that I have a pretty even split last semester in terms of students who took exam 1. 44 were in my Friday hybrid and 42 were in my Monday, Wednesday traditional class. And then you're supposed to comment on whether or not that surprises you. If I was in this class last semester, I might have been surprised that there were more students in the hybrid than in the traditional. But that was because I intentionally low-capped my class and made it so that I couldn't have as many students enrolled in the Monday, Wednesday, so that my 92 and 96 students could go into my class. So that's that's the frequency table. So again, stat table. And most of this stuff is pretty easy to find. The other thing is we need to do summary stats on a quantitative. That's the second thing I asked you to do. So we want to summarize this. Do not do this in a calculator. I know you can, but that is not the point. This StatCrunch is a calculator, so use it. So going back to stat, summary stats, we want to summarize a column and just choose that column. Again, no reason to change anything down here. You can add additional things, but if you want to, you can add the IQR, but as you'll see, it drops everything else out of here. So you want to select and press Control to grab all the things you care about. Maybe I want the standard deviation. Ooh, I made it smaller. That was not my goal. Median, min, max. Go ahead and give me the quartiles. But you don't have to do this. You can just go ahead and have it give you all of them and then calculate your IQR from there. So if you compute, you now have summary stats with our 5-number summary, as well as mean, standard deviation, number of people, and the IQR. So that's the second thing you're supposed to do is the summary stats. The last piece is to make a histogram. So now we're looking at a graph. Histogram, again, just select this. There's no reason to change any of this stuff unless you want to play around. All you have to do is this, and then you can start describing that distribution. This is the same thing you guys saw in your lecture notes. But you could also, if you want, play around a little bit. You can try putting a distribution on top. You can have it mark the mean and the median. You can play around with colors. It really doesn't matter. So you can get a little more creative if you want to than the options, but you should just be looking at one variable and then describing the shape, outliers, center, and spread from that.